Well, the 2023 forecast for San Diego real estate appears to have something to satisfy both buyers and sellers. Speaking with me more to provide insight into the current real estate climate is San Diego realtor Ryan Hiller. And Ryan, we were just laughing about it because Jason and I have never seen you without your hat and sunglasses on with a guitar in your hands playing music on our patio.
I know. It's awesome to be here in this capacity today. I'm so happy to be chatting a little business with you. So
yeah, so tell us about the market right now and
Absolutely.
What should people be looking for or looking at if they're looking to either buy a home or sell or look to rent?
Absolutely. So the message I'd like to convey today is that don't get too inundated with the negative headlines. I think it's still a pretty good opportunity to make an investment. Inventory is historically low, as everybody knows. It's just really hard to, buy a house. So if a crash is coming, I mean, the headlines, that's kind of what they're reading. I really want to understand the nuts and bolts as to why, because we have low supply and we have a huge demand. So for San Diego, I mean, looking at it nationwide, we have to kind of zoom in on San Diego. We have some of the best weather in the country, if not the world. We have, what we were just looking at on the beach. Who doesn't want to live here, I think? And there's not a lot of room to build. So I really think there is a bright light to invest. Now, if we're talking flipping or we're talking short-term investing, you really need to be savvy and know what you're doing. So I'm not speaking to them. Those viewers, I'm speaking to somebody who might be on the fence, should I buy? I think a crash is coming. I did a little bit of research, and when I first moved to San Diego, I purchased a property, and I was really trying to get in around 2008, 2009, and watching that whole thing, we had an overabundance of supply. So, I think, and then subprime mortgages, people were getting loans with no income verification. So now we've got a totally different situation where we have not a lot of houses to buy, and we have really good buyers. Let's say that we had a similar situation as we did in 2008. We lost 40% value. So if you bought in 2007, by 2010, 2011, you've lost 40%. The median house was 600,000. Now you're down to 350 here in San Diego. But if you didn't freak out and you didn't overextend yourself and you just held on to that property, it would be worth 40% more today. So the message to everybody is, you don't overextend yourself. Make sure you can afford that monthly payment and hang on.
Yeah, you say a really important word a couple times is the investment opportunity that you do have when you do buy that home.
Right.
So that's something that people should look into, is that investment. Is my home going to be worth more than it is now 4 or 5 years down the road? But we also want to talk about why owning is better than renting long term. So can you explain to our viewers why that is? Absolutely.
No, that's a really good point, because every month you make a payment, you're putting money from your left pocket into your right pocket. So if you bought a place, and again, it's long term. You're not getting rich quick, you're getting rich for sure, right? So some people are worried about interest rates. Well, interest rates are going up. The Fed keeps, is saying they're going to keep raising interest rates. If you bought a house today, and the interest rates came down, you just simply refinance. If you bought a house today and the interest rates went up, you'd be very pleased with yourself that you locked it in at a lower rate. And I always like to tell people, you date your loan and you marry your house. So when it gets time to purchase a house, that's a long-term investment. Flipping right now is a different business, I think, but for first-time home buyers, it's really, I think it's still a good time, as long as you're not trying to get rich quick and you're trying to build a nest egg for yourself 20 years down the line. Because every month you're making principal payments, and as your mortgage amortizes, meaning those principal payments increase every month, in 20 years you've got this huge savings, plus San Diego is appreciating. So I don't think anyone's going to say that San Diego long term would be a bad investment.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough place to live,
Yeah,
we just
really
showed
is.
the video of a live look at La Jolla, and it's a beautiful place to live. So Ryan, if people want to get in touch with you, how do they do so?
Sure. RyanHillerRealEstate.com is my website, and I have an office in La Jolla, and I have an office in One Paseo Del Mar with Compass. So
Okay, and then if people want to book you for shows to come sing later, what do they do?
Everyone's gonna laugh. Ryan Hiller music.
Love it.
So what I do is
Easy.
I get to the gig, I take off the coat and I put on the hat and I'm ready to go.
Is that how you welcome your home buyers?
Well, maybe that's a good idea for the future.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, good to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, Jason, over to you.
Do we get a free show with every transaction?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.